Hello, happiness abounder, and welcome back. Kicking off a new theme week this week, I want to talk about debt's impact on happiness. This is something, especially as we come into the holiday season, that I think a lot of us don't want to think about. We don't want to think about debt and our financial situation, and we certainly don't want to think about its impact on our happiness, especially as it feels nicer to spend the money freely for the holidays and help other people be happy, and you'll be happy, and then let's deal with that in the new year. But I want to talk to you today about its impact on your happiness today, because debt can have a huge weight, adds a huge weight to our holiday festivities and joy. Because in the back of our mind, we never truly forget about it. We just put it off till tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, we put it off again, and the next thing you know, you have mountains of debt and you are vastly unhappy because of it. Now, I'm not saying that money is the root of happiness, but I do know that debt can cause a series of unhappiness. And so I want to talk about that this week. And particularly today, I want to talk about how debt can make it very difficult to achieve your goals. So let's dive in, right? So debt causing difficulty to achieve your goals for a couple of reasons. One, when we have debt, we say we can't afford whatever it is that we want to go do. Oh, I can't afford that class. I can't afford those shoes to go running. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. And so we use debt as a crutch to not go after our goals. Now, I'm not saying go into further debt to achieve your goals. No. But what I am saying is that if you're using it as a crutch, maybe you're not being creative enough about how you can go after your goals. There's not a typical prescription of one size fits all. Get the running shoes, get the treadmill, now practice, and then you can run the marathon. Maybe it's start walking with the shoes that you have. Start working side projects or selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, or there's asking people, hey, I'm saving up for this goal. Do you have anything I could do for $25? I'll clean up the dog poop in your yard. I will sweep and rake up leaves. I will snow shovel for you, right? There's so many things that we could do if we just wanted to get a little bit more creative and not let money be the reason that we're held back from our goals, at least in those initial steps. Now, here's the thing though. That requires additional and extra work, which is where debt holds us back next, right? Because we feel that we have debt and we can't move forward with our goals. It's because we have that extra weight. And the way to get out of that weight, and I'm going to sound a lot like Dave Ramsey here, is to work, right? You've got to move around that weight. Don't let it settle in on your chest and hold you down. Instead, move around. And by moving around, I mean get to work. Pick up the second job. I know it's not fun, but it will get you out of debt faster. And when we're moving and we're making progress, yeah, maybe it's not fun, but when you see that debt start to come down, that's when you can start to feel a little bit more happiness. And it's not necessarily because the debt is coming down. Absolutely, money and debt do have impacts on our happiness, but it's because you are striving for something, because you are achieving, because you are progressing, because you have set a goal to be debt-free, and that is your focus. But when we have debt and it's so difficult to achieve our goals, it's because we use it as a crutch and we don't want to work our way out of it hard enough. So then it starts to settle in on our chest and we start to feel hopeless and we start to feel the actual weight of that. And then we don't want to move. We don't want to see and address that weight and that pain. And so then we turn on the TV, we lean towards what goodies are in the fridge, playing games on our phone, scrolling through social media, right? We have all of these things that we lean towards instead of going, okay, what can I do now? What opportunities exist to me to help me move so this weight can't settle and help me get in front of it so that I can be paying it down and have it disappear? But it's hard to achieve any goal if we're standing still. And debt, with that weight, has a way of making us want to stand and think that we should stand still. I hope that makes sense. I feel like it does to me, but maybe not so much here. But that said, like, let me know. Do you feel the same way? Do you see that it's so hard to achieve your goals when you have the weight of debt? Because here's the other piece of this, the mental piece. Not only just the using it as a crutch subconsciously, not only the feeling stagnant and nailed down, but also it's hard to achieve your goals when you have debt, because mentally and emotionally, you feel like you can't achieve your goals. You feel like you're not worthy of achieving your goals. You feel like it's impossible to achieve your goals, because the debt, no matter how big it is, also feels impossible. And the first thing and the foundational piece of any goal achievement or moving into those next phases of your life is the mental and emotional mindset, and debt can cripple that. So if you have big goals for yourself and you are in debt, I want to highly encourage you to make being debt-free one of the first and foremost pieces of your goal list, because it no longer allows you the crutch that you can't do it because of debt. It no longer weighs you down into stagnation, but instead forces you to be moving, and movement creates new opportunities and lightness. And then it also allows you to be free mentally and emotionally to think that you can, and to believe that you can and you will achieve whatever those goals and dreams are. So debt can be kind of a crazy thing if you have it on your plate, and how it can really impact your happiness and achievement of your goals. It doesn't feel happy when you've got the bank statement in front of you and you know how much that you owe. It feels overwhelming. So I want to encourage you to get moving and get to work. Work hard now so you can be free to achieve your goals and your dreams and be happier later. And you'll be happier in the meantime because you're making progress, you're not stagnating, and you're proving to yourself you can do hard things. So I hope that this episode resonated with you. I hope that it made sense. If it did, or even if it didn't, let me know. You can find me at happinessabound.com, Happiness Abound blog on Facebook, and happiness_abound on Instagram. I would love to hear from you. And if you liked this episode or any other episodes of the podcast, please be sure to leave a review at Happiness Abound on Apple Podcasts and Happiness_abound on Facebook. You can leave a review there as well. So let me know. Does debt impact your happiness? Did this episode resonate with you? And what are you going to do to start making progress towards being debt-free? So that said, have a wonderful day. And remember, you are capable of happiness abound.